Good afternoon, this is Pat Walker at MissionWinners.com, and I'm doing a video for everybody. I have a passion for educating people, not just in this realm with stocks, but in other realms also, including outdoor survival skills and bicycle training, athletic training. So anyway, I wanted to share this with you. This is research right here from, this was called Daily Graphs. It's now MarketSmith. And I have a couple of screens that I've shared with you all and talked a lot about it. The 40-45 screen, last quarter's earnings up 40% or higher, or on average, the last 2 quarters sales up 45% or higher, and in leading groups. So I'm going to show you this right here. This is research from Daily Graphs. This was called 40 Great Stock Market Wizards. It came out in 1999. And we're trying to get reprints because if we do, we're going to redistribute them to folks like you. So this is unbelievable research because it goes through and analyzes the charts and the earnings, the sales, everything, all this data here. So I just want to go through here. These were 40 great, these stocks made kick butt moves, folks. Whoa, it was awesome. Anyway, here's a couple of key things though. I'm not going to insult you by reading all this, okay? But just right here, 9 out of 10 had earnings up 30% or higher. 7 out of 10 had earnings up 50% or higher. Just go in between those, okay? Basically, about 80% of these had earnings up 50% or higher, 40% or higher. We'll go in between. One of my screens is called the 40% earnings screen. 40% earnings. Let's go down here. Almost 9 out of 10 had sales up 30% or higher, all right? 6 out of 10 had sales up 50% or higher. I have another screen. I went in a little bit deeper and I found out that, by the way, this is the quarter prior to they breaking out, prior to their moves, okay? So what we've done is this, 40% earnings screen and the 45% average sales screen. In other words, sales for the last 2 quarters combined together averaged 45% or higher. 2/3 leading groups. That's something else that we quantify. We look for, and I say this all the time with the VIP members, leading groups and leading stocks in those groups, stocks that have great numbers. So I'm going to show you some. Every one of these stocks was on the key list. Every one of these was on the key list before they broke out. So we're going to go in and we're going to look at just these 5 stocks. I told you about 40% earnings or higher, or an average of 45% sales for the last 2 quarters in leading groups. By the way, right here, industry group rank. Every one of these stocks is in the top 20 groups. So here we go. This is for you. We own these, by the way. Micron Technology, going across here. Leading group. Last quarter's earnings up more than 40% or higher, or not. It doesn't have to be both. But look at the revenue growth. That's kicking tail, I'm telling you. Top groups. Great chart. Lifted through here on a pickup in volume. Great numbers. What are we doing, folks? We're teaching folks how to make a cake. I know you can say, oh, come on. I love cake. Okay, here we go. Here's the next one. Upland. Look at this base here, folks. Great. Leading group. Look at the numbers. Last quarter's earnings up 200%. Folks, as I said, minimum of 40% earnings for the last quarter, or, not and, or on average, the last 2 quarters, sales up 45% or higher. So you can say, oh, I caught you in a lie. 35 and 44 added together, divided by 2, is less than 45, Pat. But it's either or. We don't need both. Sales up, average 45% or higher, or earnings up last quarter up 40% or higher. Folks, great group. Great numbers. Breaks out right here on the key list. On the key list before it breaks out. Hey, 25 to 35 points, 20% in a week. Not too bad. We're still in it. Here you go. NTNX, key list stock. You can say, oh, Pat, this doesn't have any earnings. I caught you in a lie. No, here's the other constraint. 46 and 44, 90 divided by 2 equal 45. Top group also. Leading groups, leading stocks. Nutanix, look at that base. Look at that, folks, right here, pushing through here. They voted. They voted right there. Earnings came out the day before, and here you go. Rock and roll, hoochie coo, we're off to the races. Keyless stock. We own this. Here's the next one for you. Auto Home. This one is just starting to lift off. They had earnings the day before, or 3 days before, starting to lift off. Is it going to continue? I don't know. You can say, oh, Patrick, it doesn't have the 45% sales, but it's got the 40% minimum earnings growth. And it's in a great group, A+ rated group. That's what we want. That's sweet. Okta. This one fell on heavy volume because it had earnings, all right? However, check this out. You can say it doesn't have the earnings, but 61 and 59, 120 divided by 2, 60% average. You want minimum of 45. In a good group, it meets the constraints, folks. 40, and I documented. Last quarter's earnings at 40% or higher, or, not and, or the average of the last two sales growth up a minimum of 45% or 45%. That's what we do. Also, all these stocks were above the 50-day. All these broke out. Folks, we picked this up right in here around 32 to 40 something. Let me see, 8 divided by 32. Oh, 25%. That's what we're looking for. That's what we do. I wanted to share that with you. Just educate. Educate on what to look for. All these stocks were on the key list before they broke out. And VIP members own some of these stocks. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you they own all 5. No, I'm not going to say it. But I'll tell you this. I guarantee it. They own some of them. Anyway, that's what we do. That's my background. And I hope it helps you. Thank you.